week. You know.
So you were working on a PhD through most of this time and had 6 kids, and you were running a printing press.
Yeah, I started.
Managed to do all this.
Started to do that, yeah. Daddy,
Well,
Daddy always helped us. He helped us set up that peace center, making shelves, and also, who was it? So we had help from them.
So Daddy was always pretty supportive of your activity then.
He was always supportive.
He was as anti-war as you were.
Oh, Daddy made a really good talk on the campus. Better than John Crow, the political scientist, and he wrote a column it was a column that was in the Star, and it was against Vice President Agnew, and it was well done. Oh, Daddy does everything so well. Oh yeah, he always was supportive. That's funny though, when you think about it. I really was doing working class politics and I didn't know it. I didn't understand the class question. And Daddy was supportive of it, but he came more from the middle class perspective. To be the expert who helps. That's the way, his role. But he always did it, and he really did it. He did support, but he would always do in-depth study or whatever to contribute to the whatever I got into. He was, he was very supportive of it. The government. And, Daddy worked at the highest levels. With the UDALs or people at Congress and Barry Goldwater. I mean, he was a liberal and he was a professor and he was knowledgeable, and so what he said counted as far as in that milieu.
Well, by the time you were becoming interested in the Socialist Workers' Party, was Dad still supportive of that?
Well, as I began to talk about wanting to become a Marxist, and I didn't think that I really could. Wouldn't you know, Daddy would sit down and read a bunch of Marxism. He talked. Oh, gosh. Oh, yes, he said, you'll become a Marxist. He sits and reads all this stuff. But he was supportive of it, and we were vague. That wasn't good. But that Messiah, we were impressed with him. So that was 69. And by 70, Daddy committed suicide in 71. So there was the big August 24th. That was 70 or 71. That was right about the time Daddy was suicidal. The big demonstration that we all organized for. So that was, Holbrook was still here when all that happened. And Daddy was doing the SST work then too.
It was the congressional hearing
that he came back from.
So depressed by.
Mm-hmm. And so then when he committed suicide, I went that August to the Oberlin. That's the first Oberlin I went to. I guess people told me to go. I was 71 in August. That's when I began to go towards the Socialist Workers' Party. And then in 72, I went to join the party in San Francisco. And I had that awful, affair with Makoviak, which was a big mistake.
Now you met him through the center?
Yeah, down there, Really.
And he was in the Communist Party?
Yeah,
but
he was.
Didn't know that? Or?
Oh, he was a betrayal type of person. He lied to me that he wasn't in the Communist Party. He was in our Young Socialist group with Holbrook. At the same time, he was in the Communist Party, which no principled person, that would be just, So that was a big mistake, getting seduced off into that sector. That was very bad.
But that didn't end until after Daddy was dead, right?
Yeah.
Not that long after. Kind of grew up.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was very bad, very sad. Yeah. Daddy used that as an excuse to commit suicide, but he was suicidal. Anyway, that was.
Was he in a kind of suicidal period before that happened, or did that kind of trigger it?
Well, before that, he was still, he was suicidal.
Was he having another one of his work slumps? He couldn't work?
Yeah. So that was all very sad, very hard, very difficult period for everybody, I'm sure. Yeah. I went in 1972 to San Francisco because Holbrook was there. The only one I knew that was in the party. And then when he transferred down to San Diego, after 6 months, I went to San Diego. And that's where he met Leslie. And then I went to Portland, basically to get.
I never visited you in Portland.
I was only there half a year. I basically went up there to get away from Makoviak and never have to see him again.
Wasn't it over before you went to San Francisco?
It was, but he was chasing me around.
He went out to San Francisco?
Yeah, he would go wherever I was. He would drive, and so I just went there, and I didn't never let him know nobody let him know where I was.
Oh, I didn't know that he kind of stalked you after you left Tucson.
Yeah.
Did he actually move to those places?
No, he would just drive and follow me.
Huh. That's scary.
Yeah. So